stable coins, or rather unstable coins. 110 billion market cap. This is the lifeblood of the crypto exchanges. Printing money. If you've not already checked out my warnings in my earlier videos concerning stable coins, and specifically USDT, of how it could crash the markets, then you need to wake up and listen now before it's too late. These are not backed one-to-one. You don't know what's underneath these, but I know for sure, if you follow my previous video, that USDT is not backed one-for-one. It's at best 75%, and more likely it's nearly 3%, because that's the amount they got in actual cash. But it only needs to be not backed by a few percent to cause a collapse in value. Think it can't happen? Well, it's happened. Not to USDT, which is still trundling along at nearly 63 billion printed dollars of market cap. Look at volume, 54 billion. And we got USDC, 23 billion, and only small market cap, volume. This is why this is the lifeblood of the exchanges, the amount of volume it gives. $54 billion in volume, which means, do you know what that means? It means the exchanges can get USDT to print $1 billion today, $1 billion tomorrow, to ease out anything they want to do. If they want to pump a price up, support it, USD Tether will oblige by giving them $1 billion to the likes of Binance, who have got their own stable coin. I don't know what they're doing printing there. That's got 3.3 million of daily volume. How much of that is backed? They say it's backed one-for-one, but that's what Tether said as well. It's not. So why am I doing this video if I've already warned you once before? Well, because another stable coin that was supposedly backed by the US dollar, called Titan by Iron stable coin called Titan coin or Titanium. Look, Iron token is partially collateralized, pegged to the US dollar, available both on Polygon and blah blah blah. Iron, Titan or Titanium coin that's supposed to be pegged to the US dollar, collateralized, soft pegged to the dollar. What's a soft peg? You're either pegged or you're not pegged. Soft peg means you're not pegged. It's just like they got the USDC, BUSD deposited into the protocol. So where's the dollar? It's supposed to be US dollar, not another token. But they got USDT there. Look. Oh. So what's the problem with Titanium or Titan they call it by Iron, unstable coin? What's the problem? The problem is this. Are you ready? This is the problem. Look at this supposedly stable coin. On 16th of June, that's a couple of days ago when I'm doing this video, it was trading at $52, and then look what happens. Within 24 hours, it's collapsed. Look, Wednesday 16th, Thursday 17th, zero. That's your stable coin. And this, like USDT, is supposed to be backed 75% by dollars, although their dollars are other tokens. USDC, another stable coin, and BUSD, another stable coin. So where's the dollar backing? 75% is backed in these tokens, and 25% is just does not exist, just printed money. But this highlights the issue with stable coins, in that if they are not backed one-for-one with dollars, then they are worthless. Look at this. Can you see that? Let's see if I can zoom in. Can you see that? It went from $52, stable coin, not some, gambling coin that gives you 200% APR to hold. A stable coin that went from $52 to zero that's supposed to be backed by the peg to the dollar using BUSD and USDC, and it went to zero. Look, that is zero, 0.0006 from $52 to 0.00006. That is zero. That is the illustrates what could happen to any of these. No matter what you say, what you think, these are not backed by anything in reality. It's all a Ponzi scheme. Garbage. Just as iron is was a Ponzi, it's now collapsed. This Ponzi, those who didn't listen, bought into this Ponzi, have lost all of their money. Oh look, if I've been warning on iron, which I wasn't aware of because it's such a small market cap it had at the time. What's the volume? 60 million shares. That's, I mean, 60 million, is that right? 60 million, yeah. That's a very small volume, so I wouldn't have been aware of it. And all those who got sucked into this Ponzi scheme on the premise that, okay, 75% is backed by the dollar to some degree, even if it's BUSD, USDC. So that means that at the worst, they will lose 25% that is backed by tokenization. No, that's not how it works. That is not how it works, as you can see here. So this is my another warning. I'm not going to say final warning, but it's going to be a final warning one day that USDT is basically a copy of that. What happened to Iron Titan can happen to USDT, because it's not backed by, if you check out my previous video, you'll see I presented the pie charts and graphs and whatever to show you that this is at best backed by 75%, but it doesn't, even if it is backed by 75% dollars or dollar assets, it doesn't matter. The fact that it's not backed by $1 to 1, that means that it can collapse to zero. That's what happens when people panic. They want to get out, and the more it falls, the more they want to exit. And if USDT goes down, which is the volume for all of the exchanges, the daily volume, that's 24-hour volume, $55 billion, far exceeds anything else. For, all the others combined don't even come to 1/10. Probably Binance, probably they come to about 1/10 of USDT. So take away 90% of the volume of the exchange, the dollar volume, which people used to transact between, say, Bitcoin, Ethereum and Dogecoin, as they move between fiat and those cryptos, and basically you have a collapse in the crypto exchange markets. It's a nightmare waiting to happen, and probably this feeds into they need this volume to feed the margins that these over leveraged newbie traders are trading cryptos on, gambling on, up to 100 times X, 100 times. Like if you go to Binance, see, you got all of these leveraged markets, 5 times, 10 times, and it's even worse on the other exchanges. I don't know what the highest levels you got. I've seen 10 times, and this is without going to the futures tab, or this is just regular trading up to 10x. And what do you think's financing all of this? USDT. Take USDT out, and then you got a collapse in the market. Bitcoin could easily collapse by 60% from where it is now, and worse for the rest, especially the higher volume. Like Ethereum would be hit harder. The more volume of activity that relies on USDT, then the harder will be the collapse. So Ethereum would fall, further. So if USDT went, Ethereum would fall harder. Let's have a look at this Ponzi scheme ready to go. Daily. Okay, that's what Ethereum's done. All of this is due to USDT printing providing leverage, providing financing for leverage. It could easily, it would go below $1,000. It could even go all the way down to here, $500, which I'll cover in my extensive analysis on the crypto market, and it truly is epic. My most recent analysis on the crypto markets is on an epic scale, even by my standards. But that has first been made available to patrons who support my work, and it includes a trend forecast for Bitcoin into the end of the year and what I'm going to be doing during this crypto bear market, for which there are multiple black swans, of which USDT is just one. And those who think it's not going to happen only have to take note of what happened to this alt poop coin. Stable. What stable? Look, it's collapsed to zero. They call this stable, you know, iron stable coin. What's stable about these stable coins if they can crash to zero in 24 hours? Explain to me, how is this a titanium iron stable garbage stable, actually stable, if it can go from $52 to zero? It's a scam, a Ponzi scheme scam, you know. Same for the rest. Tether is a Ponzi scheme, as I've stated numerous times. It's a Ponzi scheme meant to explode. Anyway, I cover the crypto markets in depth in my latest analysis that has first been made available to patrons who support my work. So for immediate first access to all of my analysis and trend forecasts, then do consider becoming a patron by supporting my work for just $3 per month. And do please, I'm telling you, I'm not going to beg you because you're grown up, but I'm telling you, heed my warning. I've got over 35 years trading and an analysis experience. I'm telling you, this USD Tether is a Ponzi scheme and it will implode. I can't say when, because the exchanges are a vested interest in maintaining this Ponzi scheme because of the daily volume of $55 billion. That's volume per day. They need USD Tether. Without it, they'll freeze and a lot will disappear. Hopefully Binance won't disappear because I've got $5,000 on there. Well, more, but maybe $6,000. Hopefully it won't disappear, but it will disrupt the crypto markets a great deal. And you can check out my comprehensive analysis of what's going to happen before it happens. You know, I'm not saying this with the benefit of hindsight. I'm telling you before it happens what's going to happen. Let's see what Bitcoin's at. Now, I'm not telling you this with the benefit of hindsight because I've been flagging this for several weeks before it happens, that this Ponzi scheme is probably most of this, if not all of this, is due to leverage provided for by USDT. And when that goes, it's basically going to undo the whole of this. We're going to be back down. We could be back down to at least 20,000, and I would not be surprised if it's trading back down to $10,000 because you're undoing USDT, the Ponzi scheme. 65 billion. Anyway, do check out my latest comprehensive analysis. Obviously, you're gonna have to become a patron to have access to it, but do check it out. You know, that $3 could save you a fortune, and well, I won't say make you a fortune because it's unknown what's going to happen. But I made a trend forecast, and my forecasts tend to be reliable compared to noobs out there who are trading on leverage. What are you doing? Vanilla options. You're not going to make no money on options. You're going to make no money on leverage tokens. A lot of these leverage tokens are just out and out scams. But what you don't expect is a stable coin to do this. Stable coin, that is the whole basis of the crypto market. Stable coin, that they are stable, that you can be safely use them as a store of your assets in times of crypto market uncertainty. Well, these are even worse than the NFTs, the alt shit coins. They're even worse than that. If you can go from $52 to zero, but are you not going to listen to that? I know there's going to be many out there that's going to come out with some garbage saying, oh, but USDC is regulated back by this BUSD. It's blah, 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 blah. When it goes, it goes. There's no coming back. And then you can look at your basic, various web pages, such as Iron's garbage. Look at this. Total locked value. Locked for what? It's got no value. You might look. This graphic might as well go from 1 billion to zero. It's got zero value. Look, that's the value of all Iron Titan coin is zero. There is no lock value. It's a scam. It's gone. All those who bought it following this garbage. I'm not going to go through all the documentation, but it is pure garbage. All this is garbage. Price stability, they say. What price stability? Price stability or peg analysis. Price stability. What is the price stability? Go on. Where's the price stability? They go on this with this. Bitcoin crashed 19th of May. We provided stability. 43 blah 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 peg. Look at all this, not like that. Oh, look how stable we are. Oh yeah, we're stable. Oh, look at this. We track Terra. We were more stable than Terra USD or untethered. All of this is out and out scam garbage to hook people into holding it, converting their various BUSD, USDC, USDT into Titan garbage coin, and this is what happened to their so-called stable. Went from 52 to zero. This is what the mistake you're making when you refer to USDC and BUSD and all the rest. You refer to pages like this. Oh look, they got this analysis here that says they are more stable than the other stable coins. Look, this is how volatile Terra USD was, and whilst ours was an iron price was flat as a pancake. Look, they're saying Tether USD is off its peg, currently 87 cents. Yeah, 87 cents. Yours went to zero. Conclusion, market shocks. Pegs, iron, strong peg. Strong peg. Strong peg. This was on 19th of May they posted this garbage. What more can I say? This is what I'm losing my voice here. What more can I say? This strong peg went from $52 to zero. That's your strong peg for you. What a scam. People fell for this scam. People fell for all this garbage here. And they put money into it and they just got scammed. It's a scam. It's not. Wasn't even. I don't think it's even a Ponzi scheme, because they just took the money and ran. People bought it up, pumped it up, converted their hard dollars into it, and then within 24 hours they pulled the rug, pulled all the money out, so make it worthless. Look, it's flatlining at the bottom. It's even going lower. Look, if you go across, it's still falling. Shall we zoom in? Have to zoom in even more. Less than $1. There you go. Oh, they got a slight bump, but then it's, well, it is zero. Look, It's less than price is what? What's the price? It's still falling. There's no volume. The last volume was there, but it's still going down to zero, to absolute zero, freezing. That's the anatomy of a scam. And this is the stable iron strong peg garbage scam. Heed my warning. You're not gonna get another chance. It's gonna go. It's being held up by the exchanges, but it's gonna blow, and when it goes, it'll take the markets down with it. It'll take it down. $10,000. I would not surprised if it goes down to below that. That's Bitcoin. That's the safest crypto of the lot. So if that goes to 10,000, what do you think is going to happen to the rest? 90% drop, at least. Heed my warning. I know many are not going to heed it, but this is, I think, the third or fourth video in this series, and this is in response to this scam. This is a warning, a wake-up call. This so-called stable coin has just done what Tether will do, and it doesn't matter what you think. This is reality of what happens. No matter what's written on some website that they got 75% in whatever. This is what happens. It goes to zero and it goes fast. Before you know it, you wake up and it's all gone. Heed my warning. I'm saying this for your own good. Okay? Get out of Tether now while you can. Don't be a sucker. Don't end up like all these poor schmucks that bought into the iron titanium scam. It's backed by nothing. USD Tether. If it's not backed by one-to-one audited in the bank dollars, then it's not backed by nothing. It doesn't matter. Even if it's just 6% off. It could be 94% back. It would still collapse towards zero. I can't say exactly how low, but that's what happens when they're printing tokens. If it's not backed one-to-one, that means they're printing tokens. That means that it could be backed by, say, 75%, but that because they're printing tokens, they could print an infinite amount. Well, not infinite, but many trillions of tokens. That 75% soon becomes 0.75%. Do you get me? Do you get me? This is where the scam works. They present a picture. Oh look, they got the 75% backed against what's in circulation, but then they got all these pre-mined tokens that are that they call reserves, held in reserves, strategic reserves. But then they do what happened there. They just flood the market with the reserve and exit, while all the poor fools who had popped it up here, pumped it up here for them to dump into, have lost all of their money. And by looks of it, by looks of what their site says, it was at least $25 million gone, and it could be $1 billion. I don't know, but this is saying locked value. Well, that 25 million's gone, and I'm sure I saw it say 50 million earlier. When I checked it yesterday, it said 50 million. So I don't know what they're doing. It's gone. This is the price. That concludes in my latest biotech stock picks, with the potential to times 10 over the coming years. 5 more small cap biotech stocks to invest in for 2021 and beyond. That has first been made available to patrons who support my work. So for immediate first access to all of my analysis and forecast, then do consider becoming a patron by supporting my work for just $3 per month. So you get that analysis, and I've got my forthcoming schedule analysis, more 10x stocks, probably biotech again, which is about 30% complete, and then look at UK house prices, and I'll eventually get around to completing how to get rich, which is actually 70% done. Then further along in my schedule is a look at the US dollar and British pound and gold and silver. So do consider becoming a patron by supporting my work for just $3 per month, as we defend ourselves, protect ourselves from the rampant money printing inflation by the central banks. Insane money printing, as though it's not going to feed through into wage and price inflation. Big inflation is coming, as I've been flagging for over 6 months, more like a year now. That's why I was saying last year, if you're thinking of buying big ticket items, do it now before the price hikes, which have transpired. You know, I bought a Culture K7 for £340. Current price on Amazon is, was it $565, and similar for lots of other tech items I bought. For instance, the components in my PC that I ordered in January and got delivered in March was £3,100. Current price of the components is over £4,000. Crazy, the inflation is here, and it is accelerating regardless of what the indices say. So protect yourselves by investing in assets that are leveraged to inflation, and AI tech stocks are leveraged to inflation and are about to get discounted. So do subscribe to my YouTube channel for such analysis, and do consider becoming a patron. Crypto Mania, forget Dogecoin. Today I'm going to be mining Budgie coin. What you need is a budgie. Just need one budgie to start crypto mining with Budgie coin. Ooh, that's an angry bird. Eh? You're angry today, Mr. Green. So this is how you mine Budgie coin. Get rich, get Dogecoin. Right, we need to grab that bougie. Yeah, it's a bougie coin, not budgie coin. Bougie. Come here, bougie. I need you. Hey, what are you trying to bite me for? We need a bougie. Take my bougie coin. There you go. Got a couple of bougies. Which one's more profitable? Green bougie or the blue bougie? I'm not sure at the moment. I have to check the exchange rate. Definitely the green bougie is more noisy, more aggressive. It's more aggressive to mine with the green bougie. Okay, so let's start mining with the blue bougie, the bougie coin, the blue bougie coin. Once you get one bougie, the others will come.